New Ukrainian intelligence reportedly reveals the true scale of Russia's expanding sea war machine, centered on a new generation of multi-purpose unmanned drone boats. From reconnaissance and maritime patrols to kamikaze strikes and FPV drone attacks, Putin's drone boats are reportedly designed to carry out several combat roles at sea. Russia's multi-purpose unmanned surface vessels can reportedly hunt for mines, conduct surveillance missions, and strike enemy warships in the Black Sea. Skanda, Iskatel, Farvater, and Trezubets are among the drone boat systems reportedly being developed to strengthen Russia's maritime presence and protect its Black Sea operations. Ukrainian intelligence has reportedly uncovered new information about Russia's latest naval drone systems, revealing an expanding focus on unmanned operations at sea. The unmanned surface vessels are said to be designed for a wide range of missions, giving Russia greater flexibility in naval surveillance and combat operations. Their reported roles include reconnaissance, maritime patrols, mine detection, attacks on ships, and the ability to carry FPV drones for additional strikes. Skanda is one of Russia's first naval drone projects. The USV is based on the BL-680 speedboat. It is designed to protect waterways and ships. It hunts mine-like objects, surveys the seabed, and transports cargo. The USV can cover up to 150 kilometers at a speed of at least 20 knots. Iskatel was designed to monitor the marine environment. It surveys underwater pipelines, conducts evacuation missions. It has a payload capacity of up to 600 kilograms. It can reach a speed of up to 25 knots. Additionally, the USV can operate autonomously for up to 7 days. Farvater is a planing catamaran capable of operating both with and without a crew. It is used for search operations, seabed and fairway surveys. The system is also used for cargo transportation and platform towing. Its stated range is at least 250 kilometers, with a top speed of up to 32 knots. Trezubets was developed for maritime surveillance. It conducts mine-countermeasures, evacuation missions, and patrols. The 8.6-meter boat is equipped with two 320 horsepower engines. It can reach speeds of up to 30 knots. Zefir 700 was initially presented as a hydrographic system. It was later positioned as a kamikaze attack boat. It is used as a hunter of naval drones. The system was suggested to be used for transporting troops and cargo. It can carry up to 600 kilograms of payload and reach speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour. It is also equipped with a machine gun and rocket-propelled grenade launchers. The Zefir or Orkan system includes a shore-based control station and 2 boats. The boats can operate as kamikaze vessels, conduct radar missions, or transport cargo. The system has a claimed range of up to 400 kilometers and top speed of 35 knots. It has a payload capacity of up to 400 kilograms. Katran is used for patrolling and reconnaissance. It can also conduct radar surveillance, logistics, and strike targets with FPV drones. Russians claim they could build a drone carrier version based on USVs. However, the system's full specifications haven't been disclosed. The Murena-300 can conduct reconnaissance, patrolling, and electronic intelligence. It is used for mining and demining operations. It can also serve as a kamikaze boat or an FPV drone carrier. Boats can rise to an altitude of up to 100 m. A Starlink antenna was spotted on a demonstration model. Another version features 2 small torpedoes. The system's stated range is up to 500 kilometers. Skanda is among Russia's less specialized developments. It is intended for search and rescue operations and cargo delivery. The boat can carry up to 650 kilograms and reach speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour. Zefir was developed by the Technosphera Center in Sakhalin. It is designed for hydrographic surveys. Its operating range in remote-controlled mode is 5 to 15 kilometers. Alongside its growing naval drone program, the Russian military is also giving a major boost to fighter jet production and upgrades. Russia's long-range Su-34 strike fighters are set to become even deadlier, as Putin showcases a newly produced batch with upgraded combat capabilities. Moscow has teased a first look at its latest batch of Su-34 strike fighters, signaling continued efforts to expand Russia's frontline airstrike fleet. The Su-34 can reportedly launch glide bombs and other standoff weapons from hundreds of kilometers away, allowing Russian forces to attack without flying directly over enemy positions. Putin is pushing fighter jet production at full throttle as Zelensky's forces expand their drone warfare campaign across the battlefield. Footage from Russia has provided the first look at a newly completed production batch of Su-34 strike fighters, highlighting continued expansion of the country's frontline combat aviation force. The latest batch of Su-34 aircraft is expected to enter service with Russia's aerospace forces in September, adding more strike platforms to the operational fleet. Russia has accelerated deliveries of the Su-34, with production orders rising sharply since the beginning of the Ukraine war. Rostec said in April 2025 that Su-34 production had more than doubled over 2 years, reflecting Moscow's growing demand for frontline strike aircraft. Moscow is rebuilding its strike fleet after Su-34 fighters suffered heavy losses during the early stages of the conflict. Su-34s have become central to Russian airstrike operations, particularly in glide bomb missions conducted against Ukrainian positions. The Russian jets can strike targets from hundreds of kilometers away using improved standoff weapons and guided munitions. New Su-34 upgrades are designed to make Russian airstrikes more accurate, more powerful and more effective against battlefield targets. Defense analysts now describe the Su-34 as the backbone of Russia's frontline airstrike power during the continuing Ukraine war. The expanding Su-34 production program signals Moscow's long-term commitment to heavy strike aircraft and sustained combat operations. Meanwhile, Zelensky's former defense chief has made a major admission, as efforts to restart peace talks continue to remain stalled. Ukraine appears to be gradually, slowly losing the war against Russia, according to ousted Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov. Fedorov says Ukraine has reached a turning point that will determine its future course. While he insists Ukraine can still win, he says the country urgently needs a clear plan to end the war. The former defense minister has criticized what he calls Ukraine's lack of an overall strategy for victory. His remarks mark a sharp departure from Kiev's official rhetoric and deepen pressure on President Volodymyr Zelensky's wartime leadership. Ukraine has a window of only several months to change course, Fedorov warns. He says Kiev must act before Russia adapts to Ukrainian tactics and closes the remaining opportunities for a battlefield turnaround. Fedorov says Ukraine's state apparatus is running at just 5% effectiveness. He blames wasted potential, weak innovation and institutional dysfunction for undermining the war effort. Fedorov's warning comes as Ukraine confronts mounting battlefield and governance pressures. He says new technologies could help stop Russian advances, but argues Kiev lacks the vision and execution needed to deploy them effectively. Ukraine appears to be gradually, slowly losing the war, ousted Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov told Reuters, though he said the country still has a chance to win. Mikhailo Fedorov made the remarks in an interview with Reuters after his removal as defense minister in July, only 6 months after his appointment. Fedorov says Kiev has only several months to take the decisions needed to change the course of the war. The former minister says Ukraine lacks a coherent overall plan to win and urgently needs a strategy to bring the war to an end. Fedorov blamed corruption, patronage networks, and a failure to innovate for weakening Ukraine's war effort. He has previously said attempts to reform defense procurement met resistance from powerful officials. Fedorov says Ukraine's state apparatus is operating at just 5% effectiveness, pointing to widespread inefficiency and untapped capacity. Fedorov has also called for wartime elections, mounting a major internal political challenge to Zelensky. Ukrainian law currently prohibits elections under martial law, and polling has shown limited public appetite for a vote while the fighting continues. Mikhailo Fedorov said, and I quote, "I think that there's now a turning point which will determine our future trajectory, but it looks as though we're gradually, slowly losing. Technologies exist already which could completely stop the Russians, but our absence of vision means we do not apply them. By the end of the year, the budget deficit under our planning was around $5 billion, and we knew where we would get it. Perhaps the plan changed and new projects emerged that require such a budget." Unquote.
Upgrade your news experience with the all-new HT app. Download now.